Hey there, everybody. Don Evans here from WatchReport.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at the MTM Special Ops Air Stryk 2. Before I get into all the specs and everything, I wanted to show it to you on my 7.5-inch wrist. My measurements bring this watch out to 47 millimeters wide by 17 millimeters thick. It is a solid titanium case, and as you can see, it is a large and chunky watch. Let's show you a close-up of the dial, and we could start talking about this watch more. Now, there is a lot going on with this watch, so let me try and give you all the specs. 47 millimeter case. The website lists it at 45. I have measured 47 from 923, not including the crown. 57 millimeter lug to lug, meaning the length of the case. 17 millimeters thick. And it does have a sapphire crystal. As you can see, this is an analog digital movement. This is the white dial. If you are interested or wanting other dial colors, go to the website and check them out. There's like 10 different options that you can have here with the dial color, from black to blue to half carbon fiber and more. There's also a bunch of strap options. You'll see this one is on a black rubber strap. There are nylon options, different types of rubber options, and a bunch more. So again, you'll want to check out the website for all the variations. Now, this is more of a first look at this watch. I'm waiting on confirmation from MTM Special Ops. So for full updated information about the movement, go to the full review at watchreport.com, and there'll be a description, link to the description below. Excuse me. Now, the website lists it as a proprietary made quartz movement. I'm not sure if they're making movements from scratch or if they're, using existing parts and modifying them to make their own movement. I'm probably guessing that that's the case. But I will have all the information in the written review. But as always, we like to show you the video and like to give you the best look at the watch we can possible. As I said, this is a solid titanium case. And you could just see from the way this is built, is a very solid, very well built watch. Now, some of the features, let's just discuss the analog part right now. Some of the features that I really like, especially on this dial, is these raised, let's call them ramp markers, because they're going upwards here, okay, and they have super luminova applied to them, and they are done in a gunmetal color, as is the case, this gunmetal titanium. Then you'll see your 12, 3, and 9 are solid compound epoxy or resin of super luminova, and the whole watch glows extremely bright, but the 12, 3, and 9 are almost nuclear. Now, you're not going to see it because I have all the studio lights on here, but this button up here actually does light up the digital display. It's an electroluminescence and it glows like a nice blue. Trust me, in the dark you'll be able to see it very well. Some of the features here, you have a screw down crown, of course. You have hex lug screws, and it does come with 2 hex screwdrivers to be able to take the band off. So you could put one here and you put one there, and you unscrew. And it was nice that they included the tools to do this. Very cool case back with the MTM knife logo. Everything is nicely machined. I have not found any rough edges anywhere. Now, one of the things you'll notice is that this strap is picking up, dry skin, dirt, lint, everything else. It is a silicone rubber strap, and that's something that just happens with silicone rubber. As I said, there are a lot of other strap options, but you can wear this anywhere, and for 10 minutes, and it's just going to pick up the lint in the dirt. As I said, this is a very thick watch. Now, if I haven't mentioned the price yet, I apologize. The price is $1,050 for this particular configuration. Now, when you think about that as a whole, that's kind of a lot of money, you know, when you're talking quartz movement, but you're talking an analog digital quartz, you're talking a solid titanium case, you're talking a sapphire crystal. So it is not your standard G-Shock, if you will. So when it comes to the digital part of the watch, here you will see you got Friday the 12th, 9:56 a.m. Okay. Now if you scroll through there, you could set up your world time. You have your alarm, and you have your chronograph, and you have a timer. You click that back again, and it goes back to the standard time that you have set. This button up here will light up the digital part, as I talked about. This button here will activate your compass. Which I just screwed up a little bit. There we go. We're back to the time. Okay. So a lot of features here, and especially if you know you're somebody who is, you know, you go camping, you go hiking, or you just like a lot of like a watch with a lot of functions. This might be one you want to check out. I mean, like I said, between the alarms, the chronograph, the timer, the compass, the world time, and everything else, got a ton of options here. It is a large watch, there's no doubt about that. The titanium case does make it lightweight. It weighs in at 155 grams. So for such a monster sized watch, it is very lightweight. The look of it, you know, it's a big square, angular, that's not a word, but you know, very rugged, very industrial look, especially, you know, and I think that's part of what MTM Special Ops is known for. Build quality is fantastic. Regardless if you like the design or you're an analog digital person, speaking from seeing this model in hand, the build quality is great. So you know, if you like other models on the MTM Special Ops website, I wouldn't hesitate really. I don't think there's that much of a variation probably between their models. Like I said, the rubber strap I'm not a fan of, just because it's comfortable, but it does catch all the lint and the dirt and everything. But as I said, for this model, there are a ton of other options that you could choose for the straps. Bunch of different options that you could choose from for the dial as well. You know, it is what it is. You know, you have your analog movement, you have your digital movement, you have all the options of, you know, what a higher end G-Shock would have, but you have it in a solid titanium case with a sapphire crystal. And, you know, nothing against G-Shock watches, but I think this might look a little better than your standard G-Shock. Even some of the metal G-Shocks I have seen, the design and the style here I think is a little better looking. Now that could be, you know, that's subjective, but there's the clock going off in the background telling me it's 10 o'clock. I apologize for that. But there is a look at the MTM Special Ops Air Stryk 2. For the full updated review, check out the written review at watchreport.com. As I said, there'll be a link in the description below. Leave a like or a comment here on YouTube. As always, please be respectful. Check us out on social media. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now Pinterest. So if you like to pin things and check out other people's boards, check us out there. This has been Don Evans for watchreport.com, and I'll see you on the next video.